The forced reset is a byproduct of the reset time travel. Smiley card, nice to meet you. Welcome back to Beyond the Horizon. Yeah. Let's go. Oh wait. Turn off. Okay, that's it. Woo. Ouroboros. Dude, for real. Well, what's going on? We going other play? Okay, okay. Never mind. I'm like, what? Never mind. Forget what I was going to say. Rich people place. Agnes.
Wow, so this is the Leva district. What I wouldn't give to live in an upscale place like this.
Indeed. It's the very picture of elegance. Yet the pleasant atmosphere and greenery gives it a tranquil quality as well.
This place is so pretty and nice. It makes total sense that Agnes grew up here.
Aw. I'm really glad to hear you all like it.
I've dropped by here a handful of times at night, you know, just to do a little smashing and swiping in the homes of corrupt politicians. But it's just now hitting me how nice this district is. Maybe I really should buy one of the homes here.
Well, you certainly wouldn't be wanting for comfort, I suppose.
Bet even the ritziest house on the market would be chump change for you. Oh, wait, when the hell did you sneak back into the group?
Exactly.
What does that matter? My event wrapped, so I figured I'd join back up with you. Okay, someone catch me up to speed. You guys ran into something over in the city's outskirts, right?
I'll tell you about it later. Maybe.
Maybe? Come on, guys, I don't want to be the only one out of the loop here.
In any event, shall we set about finding the nearest bulletin board?
Yeah, this area is pretty safe, so with any luck, we should be able to wrap this up quick.
Now, if I remember right, the bulletin board is over there. Okay, so here's the plan. We'll finish our work here and maybe check out a few shops and the chapel. After that, we can meet up over at the cafe and or back at the Montmartre to grab some lunch. Oh, actually something may happen. About that, I have a suggestion. Going to your house, given everything that's happening this morning and since we're all here, how about we stop by my house for tea once we reach a good stopping point? I'd be more than happy to make you all lunch too. We have so many leftover ingredients. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Really? You mean it? You say your house, but it's also the president's, right? Won't there be security guards watching the place while he's away? Probably, but they know my situation, so I don't think they will have any problem with me inviting you over. So what do you think, Van? Sure, why not? As long as they don't mind, I'm game. May even be able to win this time. First visit was hella tense with your dad around. Yeah, I'll bet to say that guy knows how to command a room will be an understatement. Seems our course is set, then let's head to Miss Calder residence once we complete the remaining of our day work. Need to get more near. Okay, wait a second. I need to change the sword. Is Fairy, right? Fairy, an underage girl, right? And they give her that. What's wrong with you, Falcon? What's wrong with you? Wait, do you have a white? No, okay. Okay. Here we go. Bullet. Oh my god. Okay, calm down. My god.
This is the area's go-to shop for variety goods. They have a wide selection of foodstuffs.
Ugh, I'd kill to have a place like this within walking distance. I'm so jealous!
I just want to... How do you say it? I just want to... Ugh. How do you say it? Goddamn. No. What's wrong with me? How do you attack it? Just party. Just because I want all... just because I want it this way. Just because of that.
No need to be shy now. Come again.
It's so scary outside. Whoa! Your house is gorgeous, Agnes!
The building itself seems pretty old, but it's been maintained with love and care.
I'm glad you think so.
Huh. Looks like a completely different place in the daytime.
Huh?
What the?
Oh!
Hey! Aren't you?
Alphonse? Where did you come from?
Aw, nice pupper you got there.
I didn't know you were a dog owner, Agnes.
I remember her mentioning she had one. But wait, I thought he was kept at the official residence.
Down, boy. It's impolite to jump on people.
Dad? What are you doing here?
We hadn't realized you were home, Mr. President.
What a pleasant surprise. Our apologies for showing up without invitation.
Please, no apologies needed. It's an honor and a privilege to welcome such esteemed guests into my humble home. As for why I'm here, I happen to have some downtime, so I thought I'd take Alphonse for a walk. I'm surprised to see you back in the thick of it so soon after your trip to Orid. That kind of diligence really is admirable. But perhaps a rest now and again would do you well. You ought to show yourself the same care that you do my daughter.
Dad? Come on, Alphonse. Be good.
Of course you know about what we were up to. A little surprised you're still keeping your ears to the ground, Mr. Prez. Thought your eyes were set on the stars.
Oh. Okay. Oh. So you're saying the second phase being moved up was in the cards from the get-go?
That's right. We didn't know what kind of issues would come up, so we added quite a bit of buffer time to the schedule. Mostly to give us time to recover if we hit any particularly bad setbacks.
Or worse?
However, thanks to the efforts of Professor Cronkite, Esmeralda, and the other researchers at Verne, that extra time proved unnecessary. Marduk's control system was also finished early, so we were able to move the schedule forward significantly.
I did hear Yang, Izzy, and Mr. Giscard were at the base, but I haven't realized they were so involved in the project. Though my department wasn't involved in the plan, I'm happy to hear that we have been able to live up to your expectations. By the way, there's something I've been wondering ever since I saw the stream of the second launch. I'm guessing you're planning to use an assault frame in place of that blocky dummy unit, right? But there's no way the weight the same, so how the hell's that gonna work? Seems like your foolproof plan has a massive hole in it. Tactless Aaron strikes again. Seriously, you are as blunt as a hammer, to a whole new level.
Don't worry, no offense taken. And as for the mech, we don't intend to use the land-based Zycrease model for this project. What we will be using, however, you'll have to wait until the day of the launch to see.
In other words, you and your trench monkeys have a new toy in the works. If that's true, then I'm guessing you're already in the middle of testing it, aren't ya? Not about you wanna make sure it can handle any situation throw its way in the vacuum of space. Bet the final field's testing is being handled all top secret like. I see, then that means...
I understand your curiosity given what you experienced at Marduk headquarters, but I'll have to leave the rest to your imagination. Although I will say this, your name did come up as a viable test candidate.
Wait, what? You mean Van's able to fly around that gigantic robot?
Yes, that's right. It's simple enough that even I could pilot one, so I imagine it would be child's play for one of Marduk's testers. If you'd like, I could have Kincaid talk with the General about making you a pilot. Perhaps we could put out one of your 4 SPGs and categorize it as unofficial outsourcing.
If this is some kind of joke, I ain't laughing. That place, you really shouldn't tease about that sort of things.
What? Just because I'm the president of a nation doesn't mean I can't kid around? That said, I still meant every word.
Which one is it then? Are you joking or not? This freaking guy. Oh dear, Van's completely at his mercy. Like I said earlier, he sure knows how to command a room. I challenge Unthroubled by mankind. I've been dishonest to say I wasn't looking forward to this. You seem to be going to great pains to ensure there will be no interference from terrorists and criminal barbaros.
Great pains would be an understatement, believe me. Part of the reason I made that pact with the Society in the first place was to reduce the amount of external threats we might face.
Okay, I'm sorry, go on, spill all the tea.
Oh, and by the way, I would thank you to remember our agreement. Do not overstep your bounds!
Well, our little pact was just about over anyway, which means things will start to heat up soon.
It seems your reputation precedes you, Mr. President. You're everything the man that Mr. Rocksmith claimed you to be. I'd hear many a thing about you before you entered the political arena, but I'm delighted to make your acquaintance at last.
No, the pleasure is all mine, Mr. Zeman. You've done much for not only Calvert, but the entire continent as well. I'd be all too happy to have a little tete-a-tete with you in the near future. We should arrange an outing together with Mr. Rocksmith.
And that will be very welcome. Perhaps you ought to invite Lieutenant General Oh! Please do!
Oh, now that's a thought. He and I go back well over a decade.
Well, so much for us worming our way back into the conversation. Sorry, I'm really hoping this will be a chance for us all to de-stress. It's any consolidation, I myself am finding this to be a rather fascinating experience. Shortly therefore a number of calls from the president's office came in, and Graham Harris, his security team, had to put an end to their short break.
You have my apologies for cutting our little chat short. In the meantime, please, make yourselves at home. We don't keep confidential documents here, so you're welcome to look around all you like.
Oh, magnanimous of you, Mr. Press. Still, this really is a nice place you got here. I hear you even did the renovation on it yourself.
That I did. I performed them shortly after I got married. We bought the house through a certain connection I had at the time.
Oh my god, how many... Ooh!
If I recall correctly, I believe it was built around 70 years ago now.
Wow, I certainly won't have guessed that. I bet this place will make a great filming location. Huh?
Well then, Agnes, I'll leave the rest to you.
Wait, what happened?
Now, I know you only just finished your finals, but try not to overexert yourself. You won't be able to help your group if you burn yourself out.
Come on, Dad. I know. And I expect you to lead by example on that front. Oh, and, I want you to know I'll be rooting for you. With your project and everything, I mean.
Of course. Thank you, Agnes.
Okay then, I'll get started on lunch. Please give me a little bit to get it ready. Like my dad says, you're free to look around the house as much as you like. Really? You mean it? Let's go. First up, Agnes' room. Oh, on second thought, she'd probably be uncomfortable with me going into her bedroom. Do you want to see it too, Quattro? I really don't mind showing it to you. As I mentioned earlier, I'd be more than happy to assist in preparing everyone's lunch. While you do that, I'm just gonna hang out here. Whoa, they left the dog behind. Oh, I'm sure security will be back later to take him to the office residence. Okay then, don't have a ton of time on our hands, but we can take a quick look around. Still can't believe this place is 70 years old. I know my history that date the house back to the time of the Third Republic. Really makes you wonder who built it back then. Days gone by, now this is a good one. Affirmative is some metric and tonal patterns evoke feelings of comfort. Come on guys, you can't just go putting records on it other people's house. Says you, the president gave us the okay to make ourselves at home, so I'm taking him up on that. His ear is real refined though. This library got everything from classic to chansons. There even happens to be a decent collection of Grammy's albums. Chansonnier extraordinary, to make Lancert, huh? Go figure. Well, Amber Turtle, he has my favorite jazz number 2. Well, this is awkward. Between this and saunas, we got more than a few hobbies in common. Oh my god. Iconic. Didn't he invite you to a private session at the end of our big case last spring? In his book, you're probably the bad apple seducing his precious daughter. Oh, stop it! She's underage! Don't even start. How many times do I got to spell that I'm the one getting bargained on here? Now I'm playing the next song, Autumn Nouns. I know it's nothing new but few really something else. 1000%, and they got good taste on top of that. These ingredients should suffice for the menu in mind. I must say though, the pantry is punctiliously stocked despite the both of you often being absent. Well, it all ends up being things with a long shelf life anyway. I come back 2 or 3 times a month to clean, cook, and treat the security personnel to a meal. Occasionally I'll make some extra to leave behind, which my father does seem to eat when he returns. Really now? I knew he had a soft spot for this little girl, no matter how much he tries to act otherwise. That's a little debatable. He has a particular fond sense for my sandwich and sweeties, so I think it's fair to say I have succeeded in recreating the way my mother tasted. Miss Clausdale. Well, going by the ones you sometimes make at the office, I can say for a fact that they are both delicious. They say a kitchen reflects the family who lives there. This one feels tidy yet lived in at the same time. Says a lot about the woman your mom was. Indeed, even the sink kitchen utensils appear to be meticulously maintained. Well, it's been 5 years since she passed, but those parts of her may have rubbed off on me. I just tried to do things the way I remember she did, though it wasn't without plenty of setbacks in the beginning. I even forced my father to eat the stews I burnt. Hey, any dad worth his salt would be more than happy to gulp it down. Yes, we thought that maybe her mother's the grandmaster. I'm like, still mother's the grandmaster. Her mother's the grandmaster. Who else I have to say that is the grandmaster? Adios. Huh? Well, at any rate, Van, this will take us a tiny bit longer. My success rate with these dishes is guaranteed, so just sit tight and they will be out in a jiffy. Given that this is likely a large party that Miss Claudel is accustomed to serve, I should handle the ingredient and spice measurement. Sounds good, my mouth's watering already. Oh, you can just treat M like any old dog. Fun fact, the sunbathing actually their means of converting solar energy into power. Is that right? Pardon my rudeness, I should have known better after Mr. Kincaid briefly. Zeros, was it? A pleasure to formally meet. The President and his aide have already notified me about you all. I will be bringing Alphonse back to the official residence in due time. Until then, you and the young miss are welcome to enjoy your stay. Sure, keep up the good work. Oh, Aaron! Oh yeah, do you wanna go? How about some of these then? Let's see you survive my stretch and scratchy technique! Man, I pick up the signs, but you sure are one hell of a dog person, huh? Oh, look how Aaron is sitting! More or less, same went for my mom, but we have to give up on getting one with how small the room we rent was. So to make up for it, we tore our way through the first ward to the 7th on a poop-painting spree 7 days a week. Talk about overkill. It's a miracle you didn't rope and bald. Hey, wait. Your turn, pet neighbor. This guy is what? 7 years old? Just because you are both middle-aged doesn't give you the right. I'm still in my 20s, damn it! Alfonso here sure is friendly with people though. Only natural with Agnes, but he seems pretty attached to the president too. Alright. What? Real sign to see, huh? They say Agnes' mom used to take care of it. Miss Sophie Gramhart, otherwise known as the granddaughter of the famed Professor Epstein. This garden looks to have been carefully tended to, but I warrant it was another person altogether who first put it together. The arrangement of the flowers bed, the selection of herbs, they bring to mind the traditional design of the Middle Ages. Someone I was once in bed to had much the same predilection. Oh yeah, was once, must be a reason it's past tense. Graham Hart said this place was built around 70 years back, that's smack dab in the middle of the Third Republic, and the Livery District was one of the residential areas they set up at the time, meaning the original occupant was an individual of great significance more likely than not. That the house construction is more modest than luxury speaks to their upright character. There is a story I imagine as to how Mr. Graham Hart came to assume ownership over it. Yeah, no way there won't be. I'm just imagining things, or does this feel nostalgic somehow? And this ain't the first time it's happened either. So this is like his room, huh? Isn't it nice in here? So warm, so calming. Does it give off the breath of lovely flowering air that has Agnes written all over it? I think I get what you mean. The pictures! You can tell that she spent a lot of time in here. And just what's got you all wrapped up, wearing over an older girl's private book. Wait, I'm 16 now, that makes Agnes and me the same age. Fair point, but in 3 days she'll be back to being older. Oh, he's got you there. True enough, I know it's something to celebrate, but getting left behind again isn't the greatest feeling. At any rate, whatever appreciation I had flew right away the second I laid eyes on this. They are Professor Calder Epstein. Oh! That's so, Agnes always keep the final volume on hers, so there must be the rest. You can really tell her great-grandfather was a great-grand scholar too. He certainly need to have been to create the Oak Genesis. Right, there are records here of how they were utilized in the experimentation observation for the invention of the orbits. There's a lot to be learned from this writing, and what's more, they also describe his values as a scientist and technician. Each and every word holds a wealth of meaning. I can see how Agnes got to engross it. You don't say. I only ever left it through the last of the bunch, so... Let's see, stuff about his research, stuff about his family and assistants. Oh hey, this bit touched on the geopolitics of the time. Even has his personal analysis of Calvar. Communication lines barely existed back then, so how he managed to put these many pieces together all the way in Laman. Incredible, isn't it? He talks quite a lot about Grant and them too. Publishing ever a portion of this will make for an instant bestseller, don't you think? Wait, isn't this... What's up? Did you find an interesting entry? It's more than this name feels like one I have heard somewhere before. Does Herschel ring a bell? Oh! Herschel, that's... May we have a look? Afterward, the group share a handful of things. Looks like a press private study. He did basically tell us what his is ours, but this may be pushing it. And are those? I'll just take a little self-guide tour for future ref. Wait a second. He in the school, Agnes, and her mom. Her growing up, he's the press and the mom. Agnes going to school, the mom, and the press. Could almost call this a trail of memory between the grandpa and Claudels. Ain't as much of a family man as Victor, but a part of me does long for once myself. This must be the press in his school day. Oh, guy was handsome, even back then. The woman on the left is probably Lilia Claudel, Professor Epstein's adopted daughter, which makes the girl in the middle Sophie Claudel. They say he was in the military before. Yeah! Into politics. Seems he and the Claudels were basically family. Lilia had already passed by the time Agnes was born though, I think. Agnes is around 12 here, maybe, and the president looks no different than he does now. Just look at those three smiling faces. Can have been too long after this that her mother. Oh Van, so this is where you went. Yeah, sorry for treading off the beaten path. Not at all, take your time. If any book catch your interest, feel free to borrow them. There should be plenty geared toward car enthusiasm, sauna booth, and other hobbyists. Nah, I'm posting already. An app like this could really hook a guy in, though. I imagine so, the way my father used to hold himself up in here and read the day away. Everything just been gathering dust the past few years. Now that he's always out, it's honestly kind of a shame. Ha, he's still so young there, isn't he? Yeah, kinda ticks me off that he's been much a looker from then all the way till now. Still, I appreciate the chance to actually see your mom and grandma's faces. I suppose I only ever really mentioned their names up until now, thinking back. Pictures are all I know of my grandmother, still everybody looks so happy in both of them. Hey, same clothes, be safe for the ones you're in. Have to admit it though, the Claudel gens are a scary thing. I mean, sure, your hairstyle and overall vibe's different, but going by facial features alone, you three ladies are practically carbon copies. You think so? I said we couldn't be further apart personality-wise, but... Oh right, we're still in the middle of making lunch. I just came to ask if you mind us adding Diablo sauce to the sandwich. Okay, I think that's enough exploring for now. Lunch be ready soon, I bet. May as well offer the help make some coffee. Yes. Alright then, guess I'll go if I can help out with the coffee or something. Actually, that reminds me... The date she put on her resume was July 12th. That's 3 days from now. I've treated the others on their birthdays, so I had to do the same for her. Van... By the way, Agnes, I took a look at your great-grandfather diaries. I only skimmed through them, and he didn't write too much about his research, but I was still thoroughly impressed by what I saw. He sounded like an insightful person. It's amazing to think that Professor Hamilton was his mentee. Oh, hearing all that makes me really happy. I hear before that he cared a lot to his family, and reading this makes me that clear as day. You can tell just how much he loved your grandmother, Lilia, and the message he left for the generation after hers to you and Sophie are really profound. He also held a great affinity for his three disciples. Naturally, he cared deeply for Professor Hamilton, but I can feel a sense of compassion and trust for the other two as well, despite their idiosyncrasies. Oh yeah, Professor Rosa. Let's go to Libero already. It's one of those three disciples, right? The fact that old Epstein predicted he'd go on to invent the airship is pretty damn wild. And he made the octogenesis, and one of them used time travel. He traveled through time. We have been a lot of traveling time, changing timelines, and all that kind of thing. So traveling time is a big deal here. Not only that, but he also wrote about the possibility of Professor Skim coming out with the railway system. He traveled time. It's almost like he could see the future. He traveled time. There's little way of knowing one way or another if he could. One thing for certain, however, he was an incredible perceptive man, perceptive with average time. He predicted the emergence of artifact intelligence and the technology singularity event, which has become quite the hot bottom issue. That's very true. I can understand why my mother and grandmother chose to hide his diaries. In a way, he was too far ahead of his time. So much so that he may have impeded the potential of those who came after him. Yeah, maybe part of why he never shared them with anyone, including the Epstein Foundation. But I'm sure the main reason ties back to his life's work gathering the Genesis. Recover the Genesis before the year, else all we know will come to an end. Maybe, because if we have the Genesis, we'll be able to travel back to time. So if we don't have that, we won't be able to travel back to time wherever the end comes. So when the end comes, since we got the octogenesis, we'll be able to travel through time, knowing what will come and impede it. Not like Daybreak 2. We don't talk about that. Hold up, so your great-grandpa used this observational device back when he established Orbital Tech. Which means he had them at the time, but then at some point they were lost or stolen? He traveled time! I didn't get the chance to pore over every detail in the diaries, but I didn't see anything written about that. As crazy as this sounds, it's possible he knew that they got missing after his death. Time traveling! Yes, I say so. In fact, that's possible, especially when you consider what Dingo said to us back in April.
That weakness is humanity's original sin. One that the 8th Genesis was built to observe with vigilance. Its ceaseless observation persists. It has yet to truly be brought to an end.
Time travel.
The forced reset is a byproduct of the octogenesis.
The forced reset is a byproduct of the reset, time travel.
It is a retry method that can only be performed so many times. Its purpose is to achieve the desired observational outcome.
So many times, retry method. Okay, I know the Break 2 was a headache for me. When it was a lot of oops, I'm like, oh my god, stop it. but whatever. But it symbolizes the loop, the time traveling, and everything. I mean, we can like at some point loop back in a big way, or perceive time travel, or loop time travel, and everything like that. So
Very soon, the other possibilities that were archived from past resets will be designated as the final observational.
pass reset. It has already been reset. He traveled through time to the end, and he reset it, and that's how he knew a lot of things.
Come.
Ah, yeah, that's what he say. Sure enough. Though I didn't hear these words directly from the horse's mouth, the sound no less disconcerting even now. I can only summarize these devices, including these 8 genesis, which observe humanity's sin, are designed to carry out some function once all 8 are brought together. Yes, I come to much the same conclusion. However, I cannot help but wonder if there was some reason they were spread all over Kalvar prior to our having gathered them. Considering his use of the word observation, perhaps some sort of process was being carried out by necessity. This whole thing is all kind of confused. But would that mean there was an observational reason behind Almara stealing and using them too? What? No, that's impossible. Much as it pissed me off to say, it isn't. Could be that them turning me into the tyrant of 40 years ago was all so they could observe the dark side of humanity? Yeah, same could be said of Pandemonium, which was brought about the 7th. May even been trying to observe the diabolic core I had inside me. I think it's safe to say my great-grandfather must have some purpose for all this. Maybe he made the Genesis to bring out the ugly side of humanity and observe it. Could be there was some outcome he hoped to achieve. If that's true, then regardless of his reason, it's possible he wasn't the good, upstanding man I thought he to be. Agnes. Honestly, he sounds like most engineers and academic I know. We are all driving to test our maybe he's the first Agnes. That's right, regardless of what kind of man your great-grandfather was, it was his diaries that got you to this point. Are you prepared to see this thing through, accepting the good, the bad, and whatever he was expecting to find out? Because if you are, then we will right there be by your side until you get there. Fun. That's right, we'll be with you to the end, ride or die. Indeed, that goes without saying. Don't stress, we'll always be in your corner, no matter what kind of person your great-grandpa was. Can't be much worse than our resident sugar junkie who get his kicks from eating sweet in a sauna. Hey, I never done that in my life. Sweet are sweet and sauna are saunas, and never the twain shall meet. Wait, don't they cook sausage and roast marshmallow at the sauna in Remiferia? Plus there's such a thing stone cookware, you know? Whoa, pump the brakes. I don't want to know this. It's hard enough to fight of those urge. Spoken like a true sugar junkie. Well, at least his addiction isn't so far gone as to be detrimental to his health yet. We should devise a plan to rehabilitate him before it grows out of control. Yeah, there was something else I noticed about the diaries. When I was flipping through them a minute ago, I saw the name Herschel. Ah, so you noticed that too. Isn't that the same name of your teacher? Yes, that's right, that's Miss Towa's last name. Ooh. There was a famous astronomer from the Empire named Alfred Herschel. I've read several of his works. There's a good chance he's the person Professor Epstein was referring to. Of that, I have no doubt. Mr. Herschel was the Dean of the Imperial Academy, the foremost academic institution of the Erebon Empire. He passed 10 years ago, but I hear that from an early age, he traveled the world to help expand his base of knowledge. We only crossed paths a few times, but I'm certain that he was Miss Herschel's grandfather. Fascinating. Didn't realize he was an acquaintance of yours, Master. Next time we bump into Miss Herschel, we should ask about him. Never know what kind of story he may pass on, even if they are not about the Genesis, it may be worth doing a little prodding. And after all, Genesis means beginning. Okay then, I hear she only came here because of her NGO work. Has she gone on back to Erebonia yet? No, she's still here. She was supposed to go back at the end of the last terms, like Ren and Julian. If you like, I can call her and...
Pardon me, young miss, but 2 of your friends from school are here to see you.
Oh!
Hey, Agnes! Wow, you really are home after all.
We saw that black robot dog out in the yard, but we didn't know for sure if you were here or not.
Odette? Albert?
Yeah, we know who he is.
Sorry for dropping in out of the blue. We just wanted to come say hi, but we didn't know you had so much company. Blame Albert. He just wouldn't stop moaning and groaning. Ooh, I can't see Agnes at school for a few days. My life is over.
I never said that. But I won't deny I've missed you some since exams ended. Both you and Roy, the president, seemed pretty busy as of late.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to worry you both.
Wait, why are you two wearing your school uniforms? That we have a little concert-related trouble to take care of. What kind of trouble do you need help? Oh, we should be okay. It's just a handover meeting with a new school vendor. That's all. Ren will be helping us out with it too, so I think we can manage just fine. We can't keep depending on her for everything, you know? Otherwise we'll never be able to grow out of her shadow. Why not go check it out? Between this morning for SPGs and making us lunch, I said you more than done your part for today. But no buts, work's important and all, but healthy work-life balance is even more so. You all go help your friend. Show Super School Girl that you don't need no babysitter. I need to make up for lost working time from this morning, so I'll carry the load for both of us. It'll be less fun with you gone, but we'll soldier and let's watch this war on to front. Fun, you guys. Hey, you don't have to go if you don't want to. Not that you won't be a huge help, of course, but point being, no pressure. Sorry, we weren't trying to pull you away from your work. Please don't worry about it. You didn't appoint me as your treasure to slack off when I need it. Good luck with the rest of your workday, everyone. I should be able to meet back with all you later this evening. Good deal. See you later. Very well. We depart for the Chardin district, everyone? I'll make a note to contact you once we reach a stopping point this afternoon.
The train will be departing soon.
The next train is approaching. Please mind the gap as you board or depart.
my god, the dogs are barking too much. Huh?
Those are impressive results. I'll update your evaluation rank.
I'll be taking that. That's pretty good, I guess.
Huh?
I am humbled.
Wait, did I finish something?